Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to WyzGyz Entertainment. This is your host, Wyman. Uh, Working on this project I've put off for a while, in part because I was having trouble finding a trench coat. Finally found one. Well, I found two at a thrift store. Wasn't quite sure which one to use between the two, so I ended up going with the lighter colored one. I don't know which would. I've got a bunch of iron-on patches that are going on it, and I don't know whether it'll pop out more on a lighter background or a darker background. The other one's kind of a dark beige. Um, I guess it won't matter all that much. But before I do that, I came to the realization, let's see, or I remembered that it's missing buttons. So I'm going to try and repair those first. I'm not the best at sewing, but I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if this is going to be split out across two or possibly three streams, but let's remove the inner lining first so it's out of the way. My other trench coat, the darker one, does not have any liner. It got lost or something before it was donated. So get that out of the way. And then we have, let me see, all right. Thankful, wait, huh? Oh, all right, all right. So the holes are on this side. Okay, let's see. Hopefully you don't hear all the background noise of the, oh, come on. Let me see. Oh, do I have to, wait, can I approach it from this side? All right, it looks like I can. All right. Maybe I should have picked up some of these things. These might have been a good idea. I hadn't really thought about that. But as you're putting in the threads, it spaces them out, so that it doesn't have like a pinching effect. It kind of spreads out the pressure. Let me see. So this has got to, oh man. I don't know if we're going to have to redo this one or add more thread to it. That's on the very top. This is the second button. And then I need two more buttons. Here's a question though. So it's built in with some backup buttons. Oh, fudge. All right, so, oh, you know what? I think I have a tiny pair of scissors over here. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to be using the large normal size, and let me check something here. Let me see, make sure that this is going to do the job. It should. It's not ideal, but I don't want to go through the effort of trying to find more buttons. So I'm going to work with this. As long as I have the biggest two buttons. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about swapping the small and the normal size button so that that it closes more securely when you've got the two big buttons spread out across the distance versus when you have them both up here. But then this is also the widest part of the chest, so maybe you do need the biggest ones up top. And if you do, well, if you do small, large, small. It might look okay. I don't know. Uh, hold on a minute. Let me. All right. Okay. I'll look at chat from time to time. Uh, as you can see, I did not really figure out all the particulars. I'm just kind of wing it. So one part of the project is putting on the replacement buttons. The other part is actually doing the ironing. Let me see if I can do this fast by, hold on. You ever see those as seen on TV products where it's like, I think all you're literally doing is punching a little plastic thingy on one side of the button, going through the other side, just like the department stores apply price tags. I think that's effectively what the as seen on TV product does. It's nice that they have backup buttons. That's the way clothing used to be done. Trying to stay within camera. Let me scoot this over towards me more. Wait till you see the ironing board. It's a kick. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do from this side. Ah, get in there. All right. Did that do it? Ah, maybe I'd be better. Actually, I think I have. Hold on a minute. I think I've got like wire clippers, or well, not so much wire clippers, but clippers. Ah, these guys, the kind you use when you're building model kits. All right. Man, small products and big hands. All right, so let me see. I'm trying to maintain some semblance of organization by setting aside the all the scraps of thread as opposed to just throwing it on the floor. What are those sounds coming from? Must be the refrigerator. All right, let's do it from this side again. Aha. All right, so there and there. I probably should just let the vacuum pick it up. They're such small pieces. Thankfully, you don't have to look at the top of my head. Let's see. So this way. Aha. All right. You're free. There we go. All right. Now, the small one. Oh, you know what? I guess I could have gotten one of those things. What is it called? The thread ripper? Do I have one by chance? I've got one of those dinky, portable, old fashioned uh, thingamajiggers. Oh my gosh, I only have one needle. I think somewhere in this place I have more than one needle, but that's pretty funny. Shows how often I sew. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. If you haven't seen them already, check out my reviews on Michael and Masters of the Universe. They're pretty recent. Let me check, see if there's anyone in chat. Um, all right, nope, that's fine. All right, let's get this other one off. This other button. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I woke up to find on my feed a Michael Jackson video. Kind of funny. So I saw like 3 videos from him, or one of them was technically more of a tribute using his Human Nature song. Uh-oh. Is that the fabric itself? All right. Well, anyway, let's leave that alone. Oh my gosh. All right. So that part's taken care of. Now we got to apply the thread. So you predominantly are doing, let me see, how this seems like it might be getting weak. A few of the threads look loose. I don't know. I might have to tighten that up down the road. All right, let me see. Let me. All right, hold on. Okay, so beige colored thread. I don't have beige, so we're going with white. And let's get ourselves the needle. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. If this town is just an apple, then let me take a bite. If they say why, why, dun, 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 tell them that it's human nature. Why? Because I do without you. Dun, dun, dun. So check this out. So I went to Walmart and picked up these needle threaders. Speaking of Walmart, if you shop at Walmart or Kroger, be very cautious. They're now using those stupid digital price tags. They argue is to make it more efficient, but you know darn well they're trying to instigate, implement class pricing and dynamic pricing. Excuse me. So I had to take screenshots of my so I had to take screenshots. I hope this works. I had to take screenshots of the things I was purchasing. All right, that looks like it's working. I don't know how much length I need, but I'm going to double it. So let me think. I'm just doing a button, so yeah, I gotta say that works very well. All right, so first time ever using a threader tool. So if you shop at a store that has dynamic pricing, take screenshots of everything you purchase so that when you get to the checkout stand, you can make sure that you're not getting ripped at the last minute. Some people report that, like, someone reported that they found a promotion for shoes for like $3, and they went to the checkout and then it was normal price. So it's like, what? But she had proof. I mean, it's one thing if they were slow to update the price tags manually, but you still have to give the customer the advertised price by law. It's on the retailer to update their signage. If they drop the ball, then they drop the ball. They have to own it. So fortunately, this time around, everything totaled up properly. I can't imagine having to do the same though for any big grocery runs. I was thinking of doing like a video where I put together a list of items. Excuse me. Put together a list of items, and then get the. All right, let's see. Whoops. Man, maybe I should have invested in some needles too. Sometimes I'm too cheap. Um, I'm trying to visibly see the holes so I can reuse the existing holes instead of making new ones. Yeah, this is the bigger one. I'm just gonna go bigger, bigger. Um, where was I again? I want to give a tiny bit of room so it's flexible, much like this. Oops, hold on. I want to give some leeway so the button kind of wobbles and makes it easier to button up. So I don't want it super tight. I want it to lay right. All right, hold on. Get these out the rest of the way. Ah, my darn hair's in the way. No, no, I can't see it. I don't know where that hole is. Guess I'll just make one. And I'm guessing you just go in and out and in and out. Oh man, I don't have visibility. I don't know where I'm going. Ah, all right. This is a little more difficult than I anticipated. Oh man, it's not gonna look good. And the music's just right. Mama's got squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. I do a segue and then do that thing where you kind of tie behind the thing several times. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. Poke myself. And then go through the other side. Can you see it? Got a tiny little prick. So I got a little bit of distance, maybe an eighth of an inch. Let me double check something. I didn't turn on the stove, did I? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Thank goodness. Must be the fridge making weird sounds. Oops. Uh-oh. So approximately stick them in the holes that they originated from. Really? Is that right? I used to try and use thimbles for protection, but now I'm not as concerned about poking myself. You ever go through your day and then later in the day you notice you have like bruises, bruises, and it's like, what the heck happened here? I don't remember hurting myself. It's kind of like that. It's like, all right, I might have to do that thing again. I think maybe I'm making things a little on the tight side again. Okay. I should have given myself more length though. All right. So maybe I should just do a few more threads. I was gonna try and tie a knot, but having some trouble with that because I didn't give myself enough lead, enough length. So if I make this part snug enough, it might be enough to prevent it from unraveling easily. All right, there we go. All right, so let's test this out. See, as you can see, it's a little on the tight side. I mean, it's more room than I normally give myself, but I think it should have been less. Hey, hey, that works out well. All right, so maybe I should tighten this a little more. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Mom's got a squeeze box. Daddy never sleeps at night. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Excuse me. Since this top button already has a bunch of threads started, I'm not going to go too long. I might go about the same amount as before. That works very, very well, I gotta say. The old way, doing it by eye and by hand, is much more time consuming. I mean, if your vision's still good and you've got good eye and hand coordination, yeah, by all means do it. Excuse me. But when you can, use the tools designed to help you. Is it going to make any difference if I turn on this light here? Oh, wrong one. Kind of gives a yellowish glow. What about this one? This might be better. Excuse me. Let's do one more knot. So, oh, fudge nugget. Can I loosen this one? Do I still have time? I should grab a paper clip or something. Hold on. I think I do have one. Excuse me. Got a uh, unbent paper clip. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. This is usually used to pop out the SIM card on phones. All right. Ah, relocate the knot. Yeah. Hey, holla. Yeah, boy. All right. I was trying to avoid doing that thing where you tie one knot and then when you go to make your second knot, it's a distance away from the other knot. And the idea is, oh, fudge. The idea instead is you want all the knots to pile up on one another to make a bigger knot so that, excuse me, when you pull the thread through, it's less likely to come loose. You want an anchor on one end. Oh, I kind of went past the knot, didn't I? Oh, yeah. You probably can't see it because it's so far, but I got the knots. Yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Okay, so moving on. Um, this time, well, excuse me. I guess I don't really need to. I was thinking about trimming the other end of the knot, the loose piece, but let's work on this. Whoa. I'm going to leave this in place. I think I'm just going to leave the original thread, even though it's beige, and just add to it for additional stability. This also helps you have a guide for where the 4 holes should be. I actually should have done it from the other direction, to be honest. You want the knot on the inside of the clothing, not on the outside, where people can see. Excuse me. This will snug things up a little bit. So let's do that thing where we go behind the button and run a few rings around it to build up some distance. Oops. I accidentally did a cross. Usually on buttons, you want the threads on both sides to line up so that you have 2 parallel lines like an equal symbol. Oops. I just need to get in here somewhere. Try and reuse existing holes. Where's the needle coming through? Oh, shoot, that's way off. Excuse me. Mhm. Well, it's considerably snugger, tighter. I don't want to be too tight, though. I gotta be cautious. Ah, I saw in the store more thimbles, but I didn't bother getting any. Don't really need them. Especially since I don't do a lot of sewing. I think there's supposed to be some tricks where you tie a knot on the backside as you do your threading. Whoa, almost poked myself. Oh, fudge. That was way off. I'm trying to reuse holes, but I'm not doing all that well. I should have paid closer attention to where it was coming through. It's like I think as you're coming through, before you finalize and tighten it up, then you slip your needle through one of the previous loops, and then you go back out to the front. Excuse me. I should be close to finished with this. This is taking me less time than I anticipated, to be honest. Apparently, I'm not getting enough. You know what? Well, I don't know. Would it make sense to have one of those spacers between the immediately behind the button as well? Or would that just make it harder to button overall? Okay, so I gave myself more length than I needed, but better more than less, eh? Looking pretty good, all things considered. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oops, hold on. Trying to go through this hole. Where's the needle coming from? Oh, it's coming this side. Let's go back through here. Mm-hmm. Near, 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 tiny bubbles, bubbles of the wild frontier. Where thimbles come in the most useful is where you need to push the back end of the needle, and you don't want to poke it into you, you know? Heck, I'm going to cross over here. Oh, it's fire. Where's the needle? Where's the needle? Hmm. Oops. Where am I going with this? I was crossing over here. to this corner. Yeah. Let's do another angle crossing. And then let's do another few loops around. Excuse me. And come out the back. Let's see. I'm at a bad angle, aren't I? Can I go this way? Yeah. And it's not coming through, but and then around here. Oh, shoot. Ah, all right, there we go. All right, so let's see how this works. Hopefully, good. Oh man, I gotta tighten this one. Well, actually, that one still looks pretty secure. Let me see if I can reposition this camera. So top one. Second one is still buttonable. That's all I can hope for. Third one is still buttonable. All right. Excuse me. And then when it gets closer to my legs, I'll still be able to button that one. Excuse me. And then this one is still in good shape to connect that. Yeah, so a small one should be sufficient here. Nice. Nice. I got another a final backup small button. Man, I think that's the material itself. I think I messed that part up. Kind of looks like it. All right, I better stop fiddling with it. Get rid of that. You know what? Let's plug in the iron. Excuse me, get that warming. Excuse me. I thought about putting some background music on from my collection, but I'm constantly getting hit with by YouTube with copyright claims, and don't really feel like messing with that right now. All right, so finally, excuse me. Wait, hold on. That's on this side, right? Yeah. All right, let me use this as a placeholder, and then I'll remove what's left. Let's see. Excuse me. Actually, hold on. Let me back up again. Trying to find a good placement. All right, this one is a new button, so I'm going to give a little extra length. And then there's a notch in the top of the spool, typically, right there. Oh, fudge. It acts as a cutter, too. It allows you to cut the end of the thread. I don't know if that's by design or because this thread is so cheap. Oh, it would help if I'd get it through the threader, right? All right. Man, that has proven so useful. I'm really digging it. Now I'm enjoying threading needles. Man, there was this one in the store that was like ultra fancy. It had an LED light and a retractable threader. It's like, do you really need to go that far? Really? I mean, as long as you turn on some lights in your house, surely that should help. I guess when your eyesight is failing even further, it might come in handy. The manufacturer probably got feedback from customers saying that they'd like an LED light version. Otherwise, they wouldn't have invested the money in R&D. First knot, I typically do 2 to 3 knots because I want a big enough ball at the end to stop it from going through the fabric. Although it may look a little chunky. Chonky. Ooh, nice. That's 2. One more. When it comes to ironing, it's been a long time. Maybe 20, 30 years since I've last applied iron-on patches. So I asked Siri what's the best way to apply iron-on patches. It said something about ideally you want to do it while the clothing is still damp. That makes me think that you've got kind of a steaming environment. But then they said, do it dried, do a dry steam. I mean, do a dry iron. Let me double check. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'll have to momentarily jump away from the stream. Let me see if I could do that real quick. Be right back. Oh, it looks like it's still recording. So let me see. When applying iron-on onto clothing, it is usually best to iron the clothes while they are still slightly damp. The exception is when the fabric is easily stained by water, in which case a completely dry iron should be used. A thin cloth should be placed over the, oh, I forgot that. Should be placed over the patch to protect it, and the iron should be pressed straight down onto the patch, applied with firm, even pressure. I forgot that. I think I was going to use like a handkerchief. I think that'll do. That will do, donkey. That'll do. Oh, fudge. I'm doing it again. I'm putting the knot on the outside. All right, so hold on. Let me. Whoop. Okay, then. Well, oh, there it goes. There I go. There I go. There I go. Let's try and line this up with this one. Oh, man, way off. But I see a hole here. Give me some distance. Whoa. All right. Snugged it up a little bit. I don't want to snug it up too much. Whoa. Really? All right, hold on. So I guess it roughly wants to go here. This is going to look weird on the backside. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, what? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. Oh, fudge. I'm making it a little too tight. We won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait. Oh, nice. And see. Oh, boy, it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. Dun, 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 dun. We won't let hatred thrive. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Okay, let's do that wraparound thing. Wrap around, wrap up, wrap out, and get down. Jump, jump, jump. So. Excuse me. By the way, this is not a sewing tutorial because I'm no pro. I'm just winging it just a little bit, winging it just a little bit. I'm just basically doing enough to get the job done. It's a toss up which hole it's going to come through. It's a crapshoot, I say. Crapshoot. Oh, fudge. I don't want it looking all cinched up on this side. Ow, ow, ow. Friendly fire, friendly fire. I'm more or less going in and out of the holes I was planning on, which is neat. Hmm. I'm gonna loop under here and do sort of a knot-like thing. I don't know if it's a wise idea, but let's do it anyway. It's cinching it up, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll do it loosely and then run it through here. Loop around, loop up, and get down. So. Mhm. Mhm. I'm trying to counter some of these moves I made to compensate and even things out. So at least the front looks fine. Let's do another wraparound thing. And then we'll loop through here. Oh, no, I can't do that. No, not in the front. I have to do that to maintain the look. The two parallel lines, or the equal sign, if you will. It's tightening, it's cinching up. All right. We're almost done. I guess we'll do the technique where you just keep sewing and sewing and sewing till you run out of thread. Again, I'm no pro seamster, seamster, like teamster, seamstress or anything. I'll just like to winging it just a little bit, winging it just a little bit. Just come out this way and then go back in to make it tighter. So it goes closer in here, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Whoa, fudge. I popped one of the threads. Okay, well, I guess that works. It degrades that connection, but keeps it from looking all cinched up. And I'm just running my needle through it, underneath and through these other established threads to kind of do a knot effect. I'm making up new stitches. All right, so I think we're good here. So let's clip this guy. Whoa, what the? And there we go. Got caught on it. All right, so. All right, let's put away our tools. Needle. Secure thing. Is this where this went? No, it doesn't look like it would fit. So let's put the white thread in here. And put the scissors in here. Excuse me. And then where's the package? Oh, where did I put it? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Careful now, don't burn yourself. There we go. Ha. All right. Rock and roll. All right, so let's test this out. Final test / fit or whatever. Oh, Maybe I should switch my nut thing, my tightening screw, because it's just not tightening easily. Originally, my plan was to get a trench coat that is that goes down to like your ankles, but the ones I've been finding only go down to just above the knee. So there we go. Looks good. All right. We're about to go into part two. Let me see. We've been going for an hour and 11 minutes. You know what? Let's just stay on the same stream. Maybe it'll end up being like a roughly 2 hour video or live stream. All right. This also, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into. I just knew I wanted to put on patches. And now I'm thinking about adding buttons, or what they call in the UK badges. But I'm thinking about putting the buttons at the bottom and the patches at the top. So, question is, how am I going to do this, right? So, excuse me. We got Unhinged Entertainment. Some of these have what looks like iron-on material, while others do not. So for those that do not, I'm going to try using this stuff that another Walmart customer caught me on to, called Fabric Fusion. It's got a fine tip and a sponge tip. It's a permanent fabric adhesive. Oh man, if I'd have read it closely and realized it was a sponge tip, I might have picked the other version. But it's a dual-ended pen, permanent fabric adhesive. Excuse me. No heat required. Great laydown and coverage. Clear formula. Permanent washable. The perfect no-sew solution for your fabric crafting needs. Equipped with a unique two-way applicator design. Glue pen allows you to dispense and control the amount of glue applied exactly the way you need it. Use the precision tip for detailed projects and the sponge tip for covering larger craft surfaces with an even layer of fabric fusion. Dries clear, flexible, and washable, a great addition to your craft room. Test for best results. Pre-wash garment. Do not use fabric softener. Apply an even coat of glue to fabric or embellishment. Press onto garment. If needed, hold in place with tape or pins until set. Let dry 2 to 4 hours. Oh man, I need a flat place to lay this. Might have to be the floor or something. Washable after 48 hours. Turn inside out. Wash in gentle cycle. Not recommended for felt iron-on. Not recommended for iron-on patches. What? Oh. So what kind of embellishments are they talking about? Excuse me. Ideal for cotton, denim, flannel, and more. Fudge. I wonder if they say not recommended for iron-on patches because they're they're thinking it still has the glue on it. But there are some patches I have. I don't know where they are specifically. Oh, here's one. Flying Fortress doesn't have any glue on the back. So I think that it'll be fabric on fabric, so that should work. Oh, for those that are going to involve the iron, I'll be right back. I was thinking I'd use Okay, so change of plans. I was gonna use I was gonna use oh fudge. I was gonna use a handkerchief, but I think I'm gonna end up trying a hand towel instead. All right, so check this out. This is my find at the thrift store. It's literally a mini ironing board. So you unlock this, you flip this out, and you've got legs. It's got legs. Dun, 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 dun. It knows how to use them. Dun, 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 dun. Knows how to choose them. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, fudge. It just collapsed under my weight. I'm going to try and adjust this camera again because. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you know what? Dun, 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 dun. Let me see something. I wonder, who wrote the book of love? Is that going to hold? Let me see how that looks. Oh, too much of me, man. Too much of me. Hercules, Hercules. Is that even going to be worth it? Too much of me, man. I need to trying to show. I guess it doesn't necessarily need the legs up. If well, maybe for heat dissipation. All right, so that's a slightly better view, at least. All right, so I don't know. I might. Hopefully, I don't have to break this up into two parts. I'd rather get it all done at once, but if I have to do And if I have to wait a long period, 2 to 4 hours, I wish there was a way to pause a live stream. You can pause a video, pre-recorded video, but not a excuse me, a live stream to my knowledge. Excuse me. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what to put on first. Gosh, good golly, gosh darn it! What in tarnations? There's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. Oh fudge! If you ever want a car, go see Cal. If you ever want a car, go see Cal. Go see Cal. Go see Cal. Go see Cal. Uh, I'll be honest. I don't remember some of these brands. These are basically Comicsgate and Comicsgate friendly, mostly Comicsgate. Or maybe it might be all Comicsgate, to be honest. Branded patches. So they came as part of campaigns for. All right. So since I keep grabbing at this one, I think this might be the first one I apply. Um, so in like 2019, I guess, and 2019 through 2021, I was heavy into supporting and promoting crowdfunded comics, uh, specifically those aligning with the brand Comicsgate. And when I did so, one of the big things that at the time was including patches as part of their campaign. So yeah, man, I keep trying to flatten this, but with the inside pocket and stuff, it's proving challenging for some reason. All right, so this might be sufficient. Um, yeah, so they'd include patches. So for a while, patches were a big thing. So let's see. Oh, you know what? I got to remember that when I got to give some clearance. How far over does it? All right, hold on. Let me look at something here. Isn't that cute? I thought it was freaking adorable. What's that say? Oh, someone is reaching out, or the system is reaching out. All right, so once the buttons are on, it takes up it has about an inch more overlap. So if I apply any patches, I got to remember, at least on this side, to give myself minimum 1 inch clearance, maybe 1.5 inches to be safe. All right, so that said, it seems like one of the important things about sewing is the planning. So it's kind of like in carpentry, measure twice, cut once. All right, so let's give this a shot, shall we? We're going with Unhinged Entertainment. He has a book Um, my mind is blanked out, probably because of lack of sleep. So this is Unhinged Entertainment. He's a big supporter of the channel. So greatly appreciate him. I was fortunate to be there helping promote his earliest of projects. Is that really considered hot? Let me see if this really does anything. I think I got placed well. I wonder if I'm going to have to. Um, Hopefully, this isn't too thick of fabric. Wait, what? Doesn't even feel hot. What the frick? Oh my gosh, it's off. Frickin' A. Uh, that would make a difference. Let me see. What's it made of? No ironing of this garment is necessary if you follow these instructions. Wait, hold on. Where's the ingredients? This is probably polyester, right? Made in Korea. What's the ingredients? Anything on the other side that I can find? I thought, oh, you know what? I think this is the trench coat out of the two that didn't have an ingredients label. It just had the size where it was manufactured. Why wouldn't you include the material? Makeup. Oh, fudge nugget. All this time, I had it plugged in, but I had it off. Let's classify this as synthetics. All right, let's give it a few minutes, I guess. Dang it. Yeah, it helps to use it helps to have an iron that's actually on. So since it's likely probably predominantly polyester with a small portion of cotton, it might be like a 70-30 blend. I don't think it would have rayon, and it wouldn't have anything stretchy. I forget the name of that material. Uh, the user manual for this Proctor Silex iron was not very detailed. It didn't have any suggestions on what to use it for. Uh, Synthetics. Then I've got silk and wool. I don't think this has wool in it. So I'm going to go with synthetics. Wait a minute. It has cotton linen, but it's saying that that's for when you're using steam. And I'm going to try and do a dry method. While I'm letting that heat up some, let's pop open the fabric fusion. And pray that it works for my needs. All right. Manufactured for Aleen's. Aleens.com. Made in China. China. Dual-ended pin. All right, so let's find some. All right, this is. All right. This has iron-on material, iron-on. This does not. So let me see. So this is a contender. This is iron-on. This is iron-on. Iron-on. Non-iron-on. Non-iron-on. Excuse me. Non-iron-on. I don't know what the hell this is. It sort of looks like a glue, so it might be iron-on. I think that's a glue, so I'm thinking it's iron-on. This is non-iron-on. This is not. This is not. But if I do something like this, then it'll give kind of the effect of, if any of you have like an Apple Watch, or I don't know, maybe all smartwatches are designed this way, but you got this screen that has all your different shortcut icons, and depending on where your focus is, it's got the largest of the icons. And then the ones that you don't have focus on are smaller. So this kind of gives that effect. Let's actually try this. It still gives me about inch and a half of clearance. Excuse me. Feels like a fabric applicator, but it's supposed to be whatchamacallit. All right, hold on. Let me use the countertop. Wait, hold on. Do I have to remove like a label first? I mean, a little cover. Wait, what? How does this work? Is it open or what? Is this a cap? No cap. Oh my gosh. It is a cap, isn't it? Be nice if the instructions said something about it. But that's cool that there's a cap. I wonder if I could replace it. I mean, put it back in after I'm done for maintenance. All right, so be careful with that. Nice. I'm digging it. All right, so countertop. Let the glue flow. Or do I have to squeeze the bottle? Oh, yeah, I do have to squeeze the bottle. Critical blast is someone who is well known in the community for shipping, uh, helping fulfill projects. So if you're in the market, if you need someone to help with your fulfillment, you know what? I'm gonna leave it collapsed for now. Then critical blast is your man. That'd be crazy if I actually ran out after applying all these. This is a relatively big bottle. Okay, so Tucci Trooper. Billy Tucci is a Comiskate King, professional comic book artist and storyteller. He's really well known for his character Shi, SHI. Unhinged Entertainment. He's a relatively new creator. I mean, he started around the same time I did, I think, if not earlier, 2019. And he's, man, please forgive me, Jason. I forgot the name of your book. I know, I'm real bad. It's all this consumption of, what was I going to say? Oh, it's all this consumption of stupid Hollywood drivel and YouTube. Title something like Unhinged, isn't it? This one I forget. I think it's something like Legend of Korra or something. but it's from a young creator, I think. You know what? I wasn't really even thinking about, color. Let me see. Do I have it? Let me look real quick to see if I can find any other. All right, this is iron on. This I don't think is. Like Edgar Allan Poe looking thing. It's got a raven on top of a skull. All right, this is that. This Reality Hackers is not iron on. Um, and then I have some non CG related stuff. I have the American flag. I have Canada. I have the Red Cross, two Red Crosses. One's for basic first aid and one for CPR. One for California State Park System and one for City of Kotzebue Police. Gateway City to Northwest Alaska. Kotzebue. Oh, you know what? American Red Cross is not. Let's see. What if I did ARC? I'm trying to find. I might need a couple smallish ones here. Maybe I should do a couple rectangular ones here, like so. Let's sing about the moon and the June and the spring. Let's sing about sky of blue or T for two. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Yeah, let's try that. Means I love you, I love to sing. So I generally support the Red Cross because they are needed. What I don't support is if they give priority to other countries around the world over ours. And when funds are mismanaged and directed to politically um, I hope I'm looking at this patch right and that it really isn't an iron-on. It looks like it feels like fabric on the back. Like I think American Red Cross has been caught in some scandals. Reality Hackers is from a creator. I don't remember her exact name, but I had the honor of promoting her book. Oh man, this is not working very well after all. Unless I'm just not waiting long enough. Because these are starting to peel away again. I wonder if there's some other fabric glue that works better, or if I just have to load it up. But some of this is already starting to peel away. So this might not be the ultimate solution after all. Or I might go with what my original plan was, which is to stitch them on, which will be a pain in the rear, but if I have to, I have to. I'm being more liberal with the glue here. In an attempt to make it stick better. Hey Siri, what time is it? Oh wait, no, it's not going to hear me since I'm live streaming. I should have been prepared. And oh my gosh, oh geez, uh-oh. I got to take care not to be overly liberal with the glue because it seeps through to the front. Oh man, you either have a delicate balance or it's messed up. So this might be the perfect one to put over here. Man, good thing I have my paper towels right next to me. Let me take a glance to see how well I'm doing time wise. About noon. Okay. I'm gonna let these sit and dry and hope that it works for most, if not all of them, the glue. And then I'll use the other side of the glue stick, the fine tip applicator, and try and secure the ones that look loose or are loose. I was expecting more heat to emanate off the iron for a dry. All right, so since it's getting near the joint of the sleeve, I think I'm going to do a round one over here. So this is for Flying Fortress. So let me see. Glue. I need glue. There's a bee on my back leg, but if you sit still, he'll fly away. Yeah, to be honest, if I kick him off. No. Ow. Ow. All right. There I go, trying to be ultra liberal with the glue. It's going to seep right through again, isn't it? Well, you shall see. Hopefully not. Here's to good times. Tonight is kind of special. You know what would be interesting now is if I have the patches on one side and all the buttons on the other. That's an idea. All right. Felt like some glue was seeping through. Let's take a coffee break. And now, coffee. And now, and where is the Batman? Do. Get that funk up, Batman. Do. This is a Siamese from Dojo King. I like a pack has not only the company name, but also the name of the project it came off of. I don't know if I want to put it here or if I want to put it further down. Man, this is a friggin' huge patch, man. That cracks me up. I don't know if it's wise to have a patch set. I mean, it would be great to have it here. Maybe I need a triangular patch. But I don't want it too close to where my arm movement is, because if I do like so, it might be too much. So, but if we put a round one over here, that might be cool. That might be cute. It'd be cute. And maybe, I don't know if we want to put Siamese at the very, very top by the collar. Then it'll start to roll over onto the shoulder. Let's, what if we put, no. I'm trying to figure out if I can fit more than one over here or if I should, I want it kind of lined up here so there's a clear cutoff. What if I go like so, and then I stick some other vertical ones? Do I have any other smallish ones? Oh, Canada, oh, Canada. Supporting our people of the north, from the north. I mean, I do have plenty of other patches I could do. Black, oh, white. It's black, it's white. Ooh, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah. It's black, it's white. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, yeah. It's black, it's white. Do, 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 do. Man, I hope I don't have to do stitching on top of this, but again, if I have to, I have to. All right, so this is going to be adhesive. Some of these patches have this kind of fabric backside. I wonder if it's just to give it a cleaner finish so it doesn't look like the backside image, the reverse image of the front. Excuse me. That's my assumption at what they're getting at. Uh-oh. Oh, I haven't applied any glue on that. Okay. This doesn't feel like it's sticking. Excuse me. This is Black or White from Art T Bear, another Comicsgate king, very talented. He's one of my favorite artists in how he draws women. Very, very nice. This is very nice. So let's do Tail End Studios. I do like the logo, and the lettering is very clean. So I like the lettering too. If I remember, I've got one or two projects from Tail End Studios. I haven't been able to back projects in a long time. I'm hoping to get back into it, but I've got other obligations right now. But it kills me that I can't support all the creators I want to right now. All right. So, Tail End Comics. I wonder what it is about iron on patches that this fabric glue isn't supposed to be able to. You know what? I think there's also a version of super glue that's supposed to be designed for fabric on fabric. All right, so we'll set this aside. We're going to try this. Hopefully it works. Man, it still doesn't feel very hot. And maybe I am going to have to go steam. Oh, there's some heat. Hopefully this towel isn't too thick. What? It's not doing diddly squat. All right, let's set it for cotton, but try doing it without. I wonder if it'll work on cotton if you don't have water. Synthetic silk wool. This cotton and linen feels like it's hotter. Hopefully this doesn't start smoking because I got a freaking smoke detector just down the hall here. What the bleep? This isn't even melting. This is glue. I mean, is this not iron-on stickum? Or do I actually need to use steam on the cotton setting? I'm hoping it's optional. Unless I'm not being patient enough, I don't know. This is not melting. Man, am I going to have to do research? Am I going to have to put off this project and research before continuing? Maybe that's why they were talking about the fabric being slightly damp. You know what? Nothing. Nothing. All right, hold on. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Okay, let's. I got a spray bottle. Fortunately. Be damp, I say. Damp. I'm wondering if it's like a combination of steam effect and heat. Let's say. Wait, it's like this, isn't it? That's the way I've been doing it. This will be the equivalent of using steam. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge. Mm. The glue thing. Oh, fudge. Glue stick fell down. All right. Wow. Is this not true iron-on glue? Is that what's going on? Am I not using? Is this? Man, I got to do some research, especially if I release my own patches. Maybe my temperature isn't hot enough without the steam. Or maybe I have to be on wool setting. I'm set on the no steam setting because I don't have water in here. And there's nothing for me to spray. No water for me to spray. Weird. All right, let me try. Let me try. This one. Another factor is this little hand towel simply might be too thick for the heat to effectively permeate. So far, this project is a partial fail. I think if I stitch, then I should only need to do intermittent stitching and not all the way around. I mean, it'll still be all the way around, but what I'm trying to say is I might be able to have a thread securing the patch on every quarter or half an inch instead of being consistently all the way across. Excuse me. Wow, this is weird. This isn't melting either. All right, I don't know what's going on. Are these not true iron-on patches? Let me see. Do I have a? Um, I can't get this stuff to melt. Do I really need to use the? Let's try the wool setting. Man, they should redesign this dial so it's easier to pinpoint when you're on wool versus when you're on silk, because silk to wool, I guess it's within that range. So let's let it recalibrate to silk wool. Either these aren't truly the glue that is on iron-on patches, or maybe that's like a glue just to keep any possible threads from coming loose from the stitching. And maybe it's not iron-on glue per se. But I thought all of these were glues. Maybe there are still some in here that are glues. But it could be like the ones that have fabric on the back sides, just a means of preventing possible threads from unraveling. MI-10 Anti-Robotics Task Force. Wow. Wow. I'm going to try the silk dash wool setting, and if it still doesn't work, then I'm going to give this project a break for now. In the meantime, let me see. Are there any other patches I wanted to apply now? And I want to try not to mess with the pockets area. Are there some vertical ones? The premier tone, the first tone. It actually looks like the Dremier. Is that a D or a P? I don't remember, but if it's P, then that means the first tome or the first story or first book or whatever. Yeah, this might be the topmost patch here, unless I can find some small ones. These all feel like they're peeling away. Oh yeah, this is just rough setting here. Lager. Tisk beer stomping. Fred Karnas' army. Excuse me. I was thinking about putting a bunch of patches on the arms too, but I don't know if I want to now. I should probably wrap around to the back. I don't remember what Fred Karnas' army is. Hold on. Let me test out silk and wool. Excuse me. What if I tried directly? I would think wool tends to be heavier, so it'll be hotter. I don't know if that's a glue or not. I kind of think I need to be switching back to cotton. That doesn't seem to be a glue either. Let's try this one, but directly. Excuse me. Mhm. Is it that I'm not reaching the the melting point? Is that what's going on? I'm gonna try cotton again, except with dry. I'm gonna try dry cotton again. The fabric glue seems to be working on some of these. When I applied the pins/badges, in order to keep them from popping off, I might have to use solder, of all things, just to better secure them. Because buttons, when you put it on material fabric that moves, that flexes and bends, like backpacks and fanny packs, they will sometimes get all loose and pop off, which I want to avoid if I can. All right, so I'm going to slide these down just to kind of get them out of the way. Super damp, super damping. Down, down. My. Trenchcoat stamp makes me say, "Oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me with a spray bottle of water, with a distilled water spray bottle." Wait a minute, is it not doing anything still? Still nothing. Ugh, smells weird. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do some spot glue. Ah, I think I just dropped a bunch of iron-on patches. I got to find a reliable, effective way of applying these. I was expecting this adhesive to be like magic, but it doesn't seem to be doing the job. And again, maybe I have to resort to steam. Maybe I do have to use steam, in which case I'll probably use a towel. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music is so hard. It makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me with two right hands and two left feet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did it work? Oh my gosh. All right, that was applied with glue. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Was that? Oh man, I missed that message. Whatever it was, this appears as though it's got a glue on it. This is from Chubb from the UK. He does Merry Boys. If I remember, he's got a campaign on the live still a little longer. It might be working now. Now, I don't know what this material is, if it's even considered a glue, but let's try it as is, as if it were a glue. And actually, it might be a glue. I'm thinking this probably has a cap on the other end too. If it does, that'll be cool. What the heck? Why does it look like there's dry glue in there? Before I fiddle with this, I better close the cap. Nice. I don't know if that's just glue to hold the applicator in place or what. Oh, dang it. It says cotton fabric material. I thought it was gummy rubber stuff from the. My bad. Yeah, I just messed up the applicator. Let this be a lesson. There's a reason some things are there. So it looks like a combination of time and heat. I'm wondering if some of this glue is absorbed into the top portion of the patch instead of focus on the very bottom of the patch. Maybe that's what's going on and why it's not adhering as well as I might expect. So what is this, like 3 to 5 minutes or something? Or maybe I should do, I thought about doing a bandolier of buttons, but then I have to have a thing slung over my shoulder. And that'll interfere with the buttons. I mean, it'll interfere with the patches. Yeah, this one needs more. What is it, 3 to 5 minutes? I wonder if it would be faster if I use steam, but if I use steam, I probably need to use the towel again. All right, back to this. Dun, back again. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe I need to clip this off. Kind of reluctant to, but it's getting in my way. I guess the other thing I could do is remove the little plastic portion. Man, this does not do very good on things like fabric. I guess it's best for if you're working with model kits. You'd think it would be sharper. I don't even use it all that often. Why does it cut through easier? Mine needs scissors. You know what? I do have a small pair. All right. Okay, what else could we put on? Oh, Canon doesn't have one. It's not an iron on, is it? What do I want? I think I dropped some over here. Okay. All right. So we got set that aside to rest. This is probably a good one. Quantum mechanics. That's a patch, right? Looks like it. Art T Bear. Well, let's dampen. Is 1247. I got this 3-pack as well that let me see. I think Kyrie over here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to wait for these to cool and the others to dry fully. And then, see if how well they stay on and if I have to make adjustments. This is a 3-pack. This is from Mavericks. It's about big robots. Hopefully, I have this right. I'm going to do, let's see. I think I'll break it up like that, or I'll go something like that. Or is it this way? I think it's this way. Don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese, but I think it's this way. All right. So I rinsed this out after I trimmed the furry portion, the fabric that goes over the applicator. And then I was going to see if this also has a cap on it. Oh, no, it doesn't have a cap. Okay. All right. So I'll have to be mindful of that. When I take a closer look at these and see where it's a little loose, I'll have to do that. Turn that back. Back again. Okay. I guess I could technically go near the bottom because I'm going to be this will only the bottom of the trench coat. Oh, you can't see it. The bottom of the trench coat hits me just above the knee. It's not like it is dragging against the floor. So, whoops. What did I just drop? Oh, Kyrie. Whatever. Yeah, this one's peeling. Tail end studio has to be glued again. All right, the ones that are iron-on patches do seem to be working. So let's see. Let me check something real quick. Excuse me. I can't do the Mavericks one just yet because I was looking at some of my merch and I couldn't find a reference to how you position the symbol or the stars. So I might have to go to the website because I don't know offhand where the comic is. I've got loads of comics, so not sure exactly. So let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Merry Boys from Chubb from the UK, as I mentioned. And then Blue Phoenix, the Blue Phoenix Watching Society. I actually have like three of those patches, and I think I have two or three Unhinged Entertainment ones. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna put them all on my trench coat or not, or just one for everything. Since I don't have a whole lot of patches right now, I might just throw them on as well, just like I do with refrigerator magnets. I've got dupes and triplicates of fridge magnets. I'm glad the iron-ons are working. I'm gonna look at the glued ones in 4 or so hours, and then do some spot applications using the fine tip applicator, and then see how that goes, and let it dry another 4 or so hours. So Mavericks iron-on patches are on hold while I figure out how they're supposed to be positioned. Another reason not to have patches or pins so close to your shoulders is that if I'm wearing a backpack, I don't want the handles catching on anything. Oh, there's a smell of glue. So I got these little guys. Maybe I should put these at the bottom. I don't know. I'm liking the results so far, especially the ones that I'm able to iron on. These are all like all bad shapes. I don't know if I want this so close to the other big one that is roughly the same shape. Isn't this a cool ironing board though. Itty bitty one, so it doesn't take a whole lot of space. All right, and I can get rid of the little Ziploc baggie. No use for it. I gotta apply these extra random ones. That might be iron-on glue. I think on this one, it's just the stuff they use to keep the threads from unraveling. But this might actually be iron-on glue, and that might be as well, but it might be so old that it won't stick anymore. Oh, but fudge. See, if I put pins on them, badges in UK terminology, if I put those on half the trench coat, oh dear. Oh dear. I might have to put some of these patches on the other side. Because if I put pins or badges, then it's going to be near impossible to wash. Because even if you do like delicate cold cycle, you're going to have the pins, the metal faces of the pins scratching up against the inside of the washing machine and the dryer. Ah, well, if I plan never to wash it, then it's a good idea. But if I factor in the possible need to watch it down the road, then I'm screwed. If I apply, man, I really want to add pins though. But then I'll probably only wear it during conventions, which won't be all that often. So it probably will never get dirty enough to have to wash it. Or if I one day wash it, I could do it via um, some of the edges, man. Some of the edges, even on iron-on patches, are not entirely secure. Anyway, now is a good time to end this stream. I have to get ready for work. I got 4 more minutes. Maybe I should end it closer to the 3 hour mark. I got 3 minutes to go. Basically, once I'm done, once I leave this set for a little longer, I'm going to turn the dial to the off position, set it down in a stable place where it can't get knocked over. And then I will unplug it from the outlet as per the instructions in the manual. Yeah, I might put it on the buttons. I'm trying to find uses for all this extra merch I have. Trading cards, I have trading card binders. Fridge magnets, I stick on my fridge. Patches, I've always wanted to do this project where I put them all on a trench coat to wear to conventions. Comics, comic book boxes. I put my things like collector coins and poker chips in with the other random stuff. Guitar picks. I put all those together with the pins slash badges. All right. Looking good, looking good. So let's wrap this up. Let's turn to the off position. I wish they would have designed it. All right, so now it's in the off position. Let's set it in a stable place. Unplug. Let that cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Is this missing glue? Darn it. Uh, shoot. These things might not have glue on the very edges. So, darn it. All right. I've got the extremes going on here. So it might be a multi-phase project. All right. Well, I want to thank you everyone for joining me. Thanks for your continued support. And you have a good one. Bye.